Now this is cool. Greetings, growers and retailers, and welcome to American Hort's Cultivate '23. I'm Chris Beytes, editor of Growertalks, Green Profit, and Acres Online, and I'm here to cover the trade show from the 100 aisle all the way up to the 10,000 aisle, or whatever it happens to be up there. We're going to be looking for technology. You know, I love machines. Probably stick my head in a few. We're going to be looking for new plant material because, hey, that's what we're all in the business for. And we're also going to be looking for the Retailer's Choice Award winners throughout the trade show. So follow me. I've got 2 pens and 2 notebooks, so I think I've got enough stuff to get through the whole show. Come on, let's check it out. As always, I love to look out for greenhouse technology, small and large. And at the Biotherm booth, we've got some of each. First, I want to look at a dissolved oxygen system, a plug-and-play dissolved oxygen system. Dissolved oxygen adds oxygen to your water, 25 to 30 parts per million, and a lot of growers are now saying that it can really enhance plant growth, root growth, prevent root diseases and things. They've got what's called a Dose X system, which is a dosing system. You would add either tanks of oxygen or an oxygen generator to this system, and you could program the parts per million you want. Very simple to use. Another plug-and-play technology involves CO2 enrichment, and they've got what really is actually a small boiler from which you can extract CO2 to feed into the greenhouse. And this small standalone unit will do up to about 10,000 square feet. Both of these technologies right now are a little bit more aimed at, say, cannabis growers or leafy green growers. But I tell you, the technology says that pretty much any kind of grower can take advantage of these things. Lastly, here's a big kind of a system, even though it's shown in a little tiny greenhouse. I said, what do you do with this? Grow fairy plants? No, it's just a demo model. But what this is the plant-centric controlled environment arcade with really big, especially CEA, or controlled environment agriculture greenhouses. The technology today is to do a semi-closed greenhouse where all of the environmental controls are separate from the greenhouse itself. And they have created what they call an arcade. It's a separate building in which you've got your heating, your fan and pad cooling, your CO2 injection, all those technologies that then go into the greenhouse, through the greenhouse, and then come back into the arcade, allowing you to basically keep all the greenhouse vents closed or mostly closed. It's real high-end technology that Biotherm is now getting into. I enjoy finding tropical plants at Cultivate, and we see it more and more often. This is the booth of Derus Plants out of Apopka, Florida, my friend Paul Derus, and he's got 3 new things that I want to show you. Osvaldo, zoom right in here at these new message prints. This is a Heuchera, upon which they have silk screened all kinds of different messages. I suppose they could do custom messages. The paint or ink that they're using is pretty durable. It's not going to wash off or even rub off very easily. Now, Osvaldo, if you swing over just this glittery thing right here, this is actually a product I saw probably 10 years ago in Europe, and Derus has licensed the technology to create these Sansevieria cylindricas with these. Well, gosh, look at how colorful and glittery that is. Now, you purists out there probably aren't going to like that. But you know the kids are going to love it. They can do it in all kinds of colors. They've got a velvet one that they're going to be doing. And then lastly, well, if this doesn't make you smile, nothing will. In fact, we've got so many folks crowded around it right now, and they're smiling. Jenny, does this make you smile? See? Take a look at these. Let me bring one out here to you, Osvaldo. This is the Smiley plant. It's using the same silk screen kind of technology to put these little smiley faces on these Pilea peperomioides. And the nice thing is, the price point is right down there impulse-wise. $2.55 a pot wholesale, $2.90 for the other printed ones that I showed you. So that's a few fun new items here from Derus Plants. this is a brand new technology. Well, it's new to the US, I would say, and new to greenhouses, although it's been used in Europe for quite a few years. It's using UVC spectrum for disinfection. This is called the Dry Boom UVC tube from Fresh Light, Innovative Lighting and Air Purification. What it is actually a UVC light tube. It's right here. It's not on right now, obviously. That you would suspend from an irrigation boom and fly over your crop in the greenhouse. And you just pass over the plants pretty quickly, and it provides sanitation and disinfection. It helps prevent botrytis, powdery mildew, viruses, bacteria, and other pathogens. It helps you drastically reduce your chemical use. While it is, I won't say hazardous to humans, they got to be careful around it because it can create a sunburn, so you have to be aware of that. But it is proven technology for keeping your crops clean. In fact, a large grower in the Southeast has found significant benefits, is what I was told, in preventing pests, reducing chemical use, and that's a good thing all the way around. So think about UVC as a possible way to keep your greenhouse pest-free. Boa Fang. The name alone attracted my attention way to the back corner of the trade show hall here at Cultivate '23. And I said, what is a Boa Fang? Well, come on in, and Osvaldo, we're going to show the folks what a Boa Fang is. Boa Fang is basically a paper zip tie. It's got little slots cut in it, and all you do is you poke the end through the slot, and all these little fangs catch, and, well, they do what a zip tie would do. There's several retail packages available. This is a roll of the product. This will last 2 years out in your garden. Here's an interesting retail package of pure paper, no coating, that'll last maybe a year or so in the garden. And here, again, you can see how it works right on there on the top. And they're also working on developing a gun so you could use it in commercial setting, orchards, tree nurseries, etc., to tie up your trees. And one more tree product they have, again, paper, biodegradable. Did I mention all this is biodegradable? Is a tree wrap. Now it just looks like a piece of poster board, but it actually has sticky tape on it. Wrap it around the trunk of a tree, and the secret is it smells minty and it repels rodents for maybe up to 6 months or so. This will last about 2 years. So that's cool products from Boa Fang out of Texas, is that right? El Paso, Texas, boafang.com. Terra Nova Nurseries up near Portland, Oregon is known for Heuchera. And as you can see, every imaginable color of the rainbow, it seems like, of Heuchera. What a beautiful ombre effect they created there. But let's show their latest one. This is called, if you can't decide what color you want, this is what you want, Changeling, this is called. Look at all the different colors that it has in there on one plant. I'm told that it kind of starts dark red, it morphs to a rust color, then it continues to morph into a light green, and then finally becomes a little bit more of a dark green. So if you can't decide what color Heuchera you want, go with Changeling and you just get them all. Osvaldo has found one of the awards we've been seeking out. That is the 2023 Retailer's Choice Awards, as presented by Danny Summers of the Garden Media Group and his team of experts who have perused the trade show floor, finding cool stuff to sell. One of them they found is from We the Wild Plant Care out of Houston, Texas, and it is the Houseplant Essentials gift package. It includes 3 of We the Wild's popular products. On the left is Grow Concentrate, which is a certified organic liquid plant food. And then in the middle is Enrich Powder, a soil conditioner. And on the right, it contains Protect Neem Oil insecticide. And the whole thing is in this very nice gift package. Wholesale $12.50, suggested retail $24.99. And We the Wild, you may recall from last year, was also a retailer's choice winner. So they've been doing something pretty successful here at Cultivate. This is a first for me. not sitting down. I sit down all the time in my videos. I've never sat down in a 3D printed chair before. That's pretty cool, isn't it? That's because I'm at the booth of IC3D. In fact, I'm sure they 3D printed their sign up there. IC3D is a Columbus, Ohio-based 3D printer. And they've got 50 machines cranking away. And one of the things they're cranking away on now are flower pots, which won a Retailer Choice Award. Now, they have their own line that they've developed of some really interesting shapes with saucers. Check out the drain holes on this, 3D printed drain holes. But the real key is they can do custom designs. If you have a pot you would like, something you've always dreamed of. If you want a pot with your company logo in it, they can do that. In fact, they've got a logo they did here for Oakland Irrigation for irrigation sprinkler caps that's custom printed. So they could pretty much do anything you would want off the shelf or custom, all 3D printed. That's IC3D, a Retailer's Choice Award winner here at Cultivate. Here's another Retailer's Choice Award winner, and it's been getting a lot of attention. We're at the Bailey booth where they've introduced Eclipse Big Leaf Hydrangea, and I think you probably saw when you were close up on it what it's all about. It's the first ever dark-leafed mophead hydrangea, and it stays dark-leafed all season long. Got these beautiful cranberry colored flowers, and it's a rebloomer, like all of Bailey's first edition hydrangeas are. And as I said, here's the award. It's a Retailer's Choice Award winner. So that is Eclipse Big Leaf Hydrangea. We're in the Dram stand right now and looking at something brand new from them. It is a pipe lock field irrigation system, something that's pretty new to Dram. Of course, they've been in irrigation for generations, quite literally, but they've never done a product like this, a commercial pipe irrigation system for your fields. If you're doing perennials, garden mums, whatever you need temporary or permanent irrigation for, this is the way the system works. It's like those big commercial metal systems, except this is all plastic. Of course, it's going to have gaskets when you get it. Really tough risers and big commercial sprinkler heads as well. So this is the pipe lock irrigation system, field irrigation system from Dram. I love the color too. I love a coming soon sign, but this is one I've been waiting for a while. It's an automatic cutting sticker called Cutting Edge from Dutch equipment manufacturer TTA. They don't have the machine here, but you're looking at a video of it right now. There's a prototype in the factory, hard at work being tested on loads and loads of different cuttings. It is a unrooted cutting sticker. And because there's been some others out on the market, they know they've got to come up with something that's really better and different. They tout the style of the gripper that they use. They also say that they're going to be using sort of a cloud-based deep learning where every cutting that goes through every machine they have in the field will be sending the information up to the cloud to improve the performance of the machine with a wide variety of cuttings. So that's going to be Q1 or Q2 of 2024 when these become available here in the US. So watch for the Cutting Edge cutting sticker from TTA. I love good plant packaging. I mean, plants are great, but you got to package them for the consumer. And look at what Dewar's Nursery has come up with. They're out of Apopka, and they won a Retailer's Choice Award for this fabulous packaging of their ready-to-go fruit program. They've got the pot branded, they've got a tag, and then they've got a picture of the finished fruit. 3 layers of branding and promotion, all in one package. And the plants look fabulous too. Great variety of products available for the retailer. I could see why this one won an award. there's that award again, this time for another plant variety, a foliage plant variety, a really interesting foliage plant variety. Now, you houseplant folks might recognize, based on this umbrella shape, this is a Heuchera, but not your ordinary smooth leaf Heuchera. Look at the giant serrations on this one. It's called, well, here it's called Cayman, C-A-Y-M-A-N. But they're actually looking for a trade name for this one. It's got beautiful foliage. They say it stays rich and dark green throughout its life. Kind of starts out a little bit lighter green, as you can see here. Has really good, strong stems, as you can see. Not available yet, but within a year they should have availability from air layers, I think is what they told me. And if you think you have a name for this crazy serrated Heuchera, email it to marketing@foremostco.com. This is a beautiful new Heuchera from Foremostco. You know, the old shuttle tray is probably the least respected and least innovated product in our industry, but not anymore, thanks to HC Companies and their new low-profile tray. Believe it or not, there's a tray here, not under the pots like usual, but holding the tops of the pots. Think of like a six-pack of beer. These clip in, and they are sturdy. Not only are they sturdy, watch this. This one is weighted down. Oh, this one is weighted down. I don't know, I think these plants weigh 5 pounds each. That is darn heavy. They're not coming out. And what's really cool is how much space they save. This is a typical stack of 8 flats of 10 packs. This is 50 packs of 10 pots right there. 50 versus 8. They ship them to you this way, so you don't have the labor and the time and the space of having to deal with that right there. And so that is the low profile tray. I should say it's 30% less plastic. I would think it's more than 30% less plastic, but that's what they say, 30% less plastic in the new low profile tray from HC. If you weren't at Cultivate, boy, did you miss it. The mood here is just upbeat, tremendous. Everybody's having a good time. I'm having a good time. Osvaldo, you having a good time? There you go. And we are at the booth of Bostock Foliage, an Apopka, Florida foliage producer. And they won a Retailer's Choice Award for a packaging idea that they call Gen Z plants. And not Jennifer Zerko, no, that's Gen Z, these young people who are buying our stuff and becoming plant parents. They've got 3 different collections that they have put together to help retailers cater to these young folks. The first one is right over here. This one is called Bee Leaf, and these are basic foliage plants, the things you start out with. They're in 2-inch pots, and price point on these is about $2 each. There's 40 per case when you order them. Now, folks get used to the simple plants and they want something a little more exotic, a little more interesting. This is the Be Cool collection, and the price point on these is about $5 each. Then, once folks really say, hey, I want something that nobody else has, then you're gonna sell them out of this Be Bold collection, and these range from $10 to $20. Again, they're all 2-inch pots, 40 per tray. That is from Bostock Foliage, Apopka, Florida, a 2023 Retailer's Choice Award winner. Now that's a drone. Sorry, Snoopy. All right, now that's a good name. Come on. Grin and Tonic for a new plant? I like that. What is Grin and Tonic? Grin and Tonic is a new hydrangea from the folks at Bloomin' Easy, the brand that Van Bell Nurseries has put together. And this is Grin and Tonic. Look at the beautiful two-tone, creamy white and green blooms that you get out of that. Really heavy foliage. Gives it a little bit of sun tolerance, as a matter of fact. Morning sun, afternoon shade is what they like. That's Grin and Tonic. But an award winner, a Retailer's Choice Award winner, is a sister to Grin and Tonic, and this is Cherry Go Round. The name says it all. Look at these cherry red flowers. They actually age darker, and they'll last a really long time. It's a reblooming hydrangea. In fact, both of these are. These flowers, if you felt them, which I am now, you would think this is plastic, artificial. Makes them really tough, sun and weather resistant. Two great hydrangeas from the Bloomin' Easy program from Van Bell Nursery here at Cultivate 23. I like looking for retail products as well as grower products at Cultivate, and we have found some here at the booth of Panacea, a beautiful home and garden decor company from Columbus, Ohio, which is where we are. And their new products are right here. Osvaldo, check this out. A whole stack of new eco-friendly garden products for 2024. We'll start up at the top. These are unique to me. I have never seen a completely bamboo pot. These are pressed and then turned on a lathe and then painted 4 different colors. There is a plastic liner in them, but you can actually poke holes in the liner for drainage if you would like. 2 sizes, these 8-inch pots and these 12-inch baskets. Then down below, we actually have these recycled paper containers. It's kind of like paper mache, but I guarantee it's going to hold up a lot better than the stuff you made back in grade school. Those are paper, all recycled. Then we've got these certified wood planters made out of cedar, several different sizes. And then lastly, they've got hanging baskets that are made from seagrass and reclaimed fabric as well. So you can see the interesting colors and patterns in that. So those are 4 different eco-friendly container products from Panacea Products. I am surrounded by beautiful foliage in the Plant Development Services Incorporated booth. They are best known for the Southern Living and Sunset plant collections, and one of the newest, probably the newest introduction to those collections, soon to be introduced anyway, is this brand new aspidistra called Tokyo Skies, which caught the eyes of the Retailer's Choice Awards judges. And they gave it one of their prizes. Pretty obvious why they picked it, for the beautiful, unique variegated foliage. Of course, aspidistra is commonly known as cast iron plant, which means it's tough. It's a really tough shade plant, and so that'll be a good one to sell to your consumers, especially beginning gardeners who are looking for something bright and interesting for the shade. So that's Tokyo Skies from PDSI. The Ball family of companies, of which there are about 100, well, not that many, they did pretty well in the Retailer Choice Awards. And so I'm going to show you 4 varieties that won the prize. And the first, it's not brand new. I think it's just been introduced in the last couple of years. It is Burpee's Peppers from Heaven. And the retailers loved them for 2 reasons, I believe. First off, how about a really prolific sweet pepper that you could grow in a hanging basket? Nice and convenient for the folks. And secondly, you've got 3 different colors of them. You've got a yellow variety, you've got a red variety, and you have an orange variety. And of course, you could pick them green as well. I suppose that would make for 4 colors. So that's Peppers from Heaven. Another award winner from a Ball company, Darwin Perennials to be exact, is the new Echinacea Double Scoops. What do the retailers like about these? Pretty obvious. There's nothing else like it in the market in a double flowered echinacea. First off, look at the quality of these plants. Beautiful habit, very uniform, especially across colors, which is nice. Loads and loads of flowers, and it comes in 4 different colors. Right now you're looking at the Watermelon Deluxe and the Strawberry Deluxe. That's just 2 of the 4. And another one from Darwin is Silver Swirl Centaurea. I think the retailers like this one because that silver color in a bed or in a container is just fabulous. What they say is a sophisticated neutral color and big, bold foliage. Look how it works in this container up there next to the other Retailer's Choice Award winner, Echinacea Double Scoop. And last among the Ball companies that won Retailer's Choice Awards were Star Roses and Plants, and they won a prize for these 2 compact red buds, Cercis canadensis, you may know them as. These are the garden gems. That's sort of the collection name. And we've got two of them. On the left is Emerald Cercis, green, like an emerald. That's pretty easy to remember. And then on the right, and this one was the one that was called out in the awards, so they may have especially liked this dark-leafed Amethyst Cercis. So those are garden gems, red buds, nice and compact, stay low, good for small gardens, from Star Roses and Plants. It's been a while since we've stopped in at Casa Flora to see something new. You probably know Casa Flora for Dallas fern. Introduced years ago, still one of their best sellers. But check out this new breeding from Casa Flora. This is called Aubergine Lady, and it is a dark-leafed, almost black fern. Quite the breakthrough, said Richard Lim. And let me pull one out for you. This is from their own breeding. It's taken many years to produce. You can see the new foliage comes up green and begins to change to that really dark, rich color. This is zones, I believe they said 4 to 10. So really broad range of use you can get out of Aubergine Lady. You know, an aubergine means eggplant. So you can picture the color, but isn't aubergine a better word? Much sexier. It's Aubergine Lady. I almost missed this award winner, Retailer Choice Award winner, because it's tucked back in the corner at booth 178, Green Trade Horticulture. They won the prize for this beautiful colocasia called Redemption. I don't think I have to explain why they won a Retailer's Choice Award. Look at the color, look at the giant foliage. Awesome. If you're interested, check out greentradehort.com. Well, thankfully, I've got a base of operations here where I can stop, take a load off, rest my feet, maybe grab a copy of Growertalks and read a few interesting articles, because this show is big. I don't know how many booths there are, or how many aisles, but you need the full 2.5 days to cover it. And what I've just shown you is only a tiny fraction of the cool products here available. So make sure you put Cultivate’24 on your calendar, and I will see you here in person next year. Until then, I'm Chris Beytes saying thanks for watching.